Welcome to another edition of Biloxi A to Z, your insider's guide to what's happening in Biloxi. This is for Friday, March 4th, 2022, First Friday. It's all over except for the cleanup when it comes to Mardi Gras. We'll have some numbers for you later and a final look at the parades in Biloxi. The weather's perfect for baseball, and there are some college games coming up over at MGM Park. We'll tell you who's playing, we'll tell you when, and we'll tell you how you can go. We'll also say farewell to someone Mayor Gillich would call a great lady of Biloxi. And that's also a good time for an update on the Sanger Theater. We'll have all of that, plus your weekend preview, the forecast, and of course the latest on COVID-19. But we begin today with road work. It's not the wholesale makeover like you're seeing with the infrastructure work in East Biloxi, but this work in West Biloxi, well, it nonetheless gets your attention. City contractors this week had traffic backed up north and south of the Pops Ferry Bridge. Anyone who's driven that way this week, and that's 20,000 of you on an average day, well, you saw the work. 3 bucket trucks were working simultaneously Thursday to help with the upgrade of the 21 lights on the bridge. All 21 of those lights are now 110-watt LED Autobahn fixtures with new wiring in the poles. There was also some miscellaneous connectors and brackets necessary to complete the work, and city-owned fixtures and transformers were all removed. The lights, of course, are now LED, and wiring has been upgraded, and a maintenance contract is in place. The good news, they tell us, is that the lighting work is complete on the Pops Ferry Bridge. You know, one of the cool things about Biloxi leasing the lights from Mississippi Power is that drivers and pedestrians will get what they want most, a well-lit Pops Ferry Bridge. And the 84-month lease includes all repairs and replacements over the terms of the lease. The price to the taxpayers in the city of Biloxi, $300 a month. No toll there. Contractors are also aware of an LED issue with the section of newly replaced lights on Highway 90 just west of Rodenberg. The repairs to the underground wiring are in the works there, as well as in other dark areas of the highway. You know, it's like former Public Works Director Jerry Morgan once told a council member, you know, it's only a problem at night, but we'll keep you posted on the repairs and the upgrades. Meanwhile, down at US 90 and Interstate 110, MDOT contractors are upgrading the traffic barrier at the foot of the interstate. More than 30,000 cars travel that way on an average day. Please use caution in the work area. You know, there are a couple of ways that you can keep tabs on road work and traffic issues throughout the city. Right here on the city's website, you click on the traffic link. Our colleague John Salisbury of the city's engineering department, he does a pretty good job of keeping this information updated. There's even a street sweeping schedule on there. And of course, the city sends out timely traffic messages, emergency road closures, accidents, and more on the Be Alert system. We've had several in the recent weeks with the parades, and we alerted drivers to the work on Pops Ferry and Interstate 110 bridges, especially during the major issues on Thursday. To get these free alerts from the city, all you have to do is on your cell phone, text Biloxi, B-I-L-O-X-I, to 99411. She was someone who brought her level of charm and grace and determination to everything she did and every cause she supported. Mayor Gillich, like mayors before him, going all the way back to Jerry O'Keefe, would look at her as a grand lady of Biloxi. Gwen Han-Galat, a Biloxi civic leader, was laid to rest this week in Biloxi. Condolences, of course, to her family and many friends. Gwen was 93, born the same year as her beloved Sanger Theater opened. For us, we'll always recall that day back in 2019 when the Biloxi matriarch came to City Hall to remind leaders of the importance of the Sanger Theater.
And now for the main event. It gives me great pleasure to invite a lady who knows more about the nature and the existence and the purpose and the value of our Sanger Theater. So it's my pleasure to ask Ms. Gwen Galat to come up and as part of the, would you rather have this or? Come on, here we go, Ms. Gwen.
Mayor Gillich, and all the city council. I appreciate this so much. I'm touched, to tell you the truth. All I wanted was just a conversation with you. And it's been wonderful to be here and see all these people coming forth and interested in what we're going to say and do. I don't have a speech, but I'd like to make a couple of things that I would like to say appreciation. I've talked long enough, but maybe I can tell you again, please continue your love for this theater and continue to keep it going in our community. We need it. We need it now. We need it quickly because the fall season is beginning for the symphony, for the community concerts, and for many other things. So please do get on the ball.
So where are we today with the Sanger? Well, work continues on the exterior of the building. Brickwork has been completed on 3 of the 4 exterior walls. Contractors are now working on the front or west side. They will be removing the stucco and repairing and replacing the damaged bricks. Minor repairs have been completed on the inside, with more work to come when the city hires a theater operator. As for an opening date, the latest we are told is that doors are expected to open in 12 months. Of course, that depends on the weather and any other unforeseen circumstances.
So just how successful were the Neptune and Gulf Coast Carnival parades? Police Chief John Miller says very successful. Both parades attracted between 75,000 and 80,000 people to downtown Biloxi, and police report no major issues. A team of public works laborers were on the street the day after Fat Tuesday, on Ash Wednesday, in fact, picking up the 2,200 barricades, the hundreds of traffic cones, and the tons of trash along the 2.8-mile parade route in downtown Biloxi. We'll have a look back in a few minutes, but first this.
As of Thursday, March the 3rd, the Health Department reports more than 300 new cases of the virus statewide in a 24-hour period. 9 deaths were also reported. In Harrison County, 24 new COVID-19 cases were reported on Thursday, with no deaths. Overall, nearly 800,000 cases of the virus have been reported throughout Mississippi since the pandemic began in early 2020, and more than 12,000 Mississippians have died from COVID-19. In Harrison County since day one, more than 53,000 cases of the virus have been reported, with 646 deaths at the hospitals. As of March the 1st, more than 300 people were in Mississippi hospitals with COVID-19, and nearly 100 of those were in intensive care units. Along the coast, 34 people were hospitalized with the virus, and 14 of those were in intensive care units. As for Mississippi's vaccination rate, as of March the 3rd, 48% of the population is fully vaccinated, and 46% of Harrison County residents are reported as fully vaccinated, according to the Health Department. For more information about vaccinations, links to appointments, and safety protocols, visit the city's website at biloxi.ms.us, or you may call the Mississippi COVID-19 hotline at 877-978-6453 to schedule a COVID-19 vaccination. The weather this weekend is forecast to be mostly sunny with a chance of rain on Sunday. Temperatures are expected to be mild during the weekend. Tonight, the low will be in the mid-50s, but the lows on Saturday and Sunday will be in the mid-60s. Highs will be in the lower 70s. Tonight, the monthly First Friday event resumes in downtown Biloxi from 5 to 9. Magnolia Bayou and Blackwater Brass will perform. There will also be booths set up and a shamrock search. CoastCon 44 will take place at the Coast Convention Center, and Monster Jam 2022 will be at the Coast Coliseum, both throughout the weekend. On Saturday, there will be a 5K at Hiller Park in memorial of Sister Mary Jo, and the 34th annual Arbor Day 5K and half-mile run, walk or roll will take place in downtown Biloxi. Over at the casinos tonight, Larry the Cable Guy will be at the IP, and Joe Bonamassa will be at the Bow. On Saturday, Engelbert Humperdinck will perform at the Bow. To see more about these events and a list of other happenings, check out the Biloxi Community Calendar in the March edition of B News Monthly. It can also be viewed on the city's website by clicking here. We're about 30 days away from Biloxi Shuckers baseball, but there's more than AA at MGM Park. For a second time, MGM Park will host 2 top 25 baseball teams as the defending national champion Mississippi State Bulldogs comes to Biloxi to take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The teams will square off for 2 nights in a midweek series on March 8th at 6 p.m. and on March 9th at 5 p.m. When the 2 squads met at MGM Park in 2020, they packed the house, and another pair of record crowds is expected this season. Tickets start at $23 or $18 in the Berm. You can get ticket information online at BiloxiShuckers.com. High school baseball will also have its day at MGM Park this month. The Battle of the Beach takes over the ball field from March 17th through March the 19th. And finally, individual seats for Shuckers games goes on sale today. The Shuckers open their 7th season on the road against the Pensacola Blue Wahoos on Friday, April the 8th. Biloxi then returns to MGM Park for their home opener against the Mississippi Braves on Tuesday, April the 12th at 6:30 in the afternoon. We leave you today with a final look at the Mardi Gras parades in Biloxi. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again next week.